attempt to actually drive for the duration of my video. I don't know, just I hadn't driven in a few days. I was just anxious because I felt like I kept wrecking people on track with my terrible driving, because I decided I wanted to practice first person, but I the potato in first person, so yeah. It's a pretty scary track. I actually like this track a lot just because it's very different. Like most courses you're like, alright, that's a left, that's a right, you know what I mean? And this is like, okay, these are all bank turns basically. Okay, that's a great start. What makes me so upset is that I'll go a really long time without stalling. Like I won't stall or miss a gear or do anything wrong. As soon as I start, missing gears, you know what I mean? I had to play with my gearing a little bit. I actually been wearing headphones and just listening to music for like the probably 15-20 minutes that I practice. I got a couple of like nice clean runs in that I'll probably clip up later. Ooh, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Sometimes I have a problem with like exiting out of that corner. I'll just like hit that wall, just tap it because I go too wide. I don't know. A lot of people seem to cut that section there. It's like they don't want to drift that, and it's like I don't know why. But yeah, I had to mess with my gearing a little bit. It's actually pretty spot on right now. Although, I mean, third does sound a little long and everything, but it's been working. Gotta be a little careful here. If you get your tailpipe up on that grass hill right there, that messes you up pretty bad. I mean, I didn't really know what I was gonna do with Broski in front of us anyway, to be honest with you. I think I cut him off. I didn't know what to do with him. Like, I seen him messing up, and I was like, alright, well, how would I go about not messing up? But the guy behind me was like, nah, bro, we're hitting jump drift right now. Like, no matter what. So, yeah. I refuse to do this in first person. I need to learn a course a little bit before I do it in first person. And I can't even do the first turn on this. Like, it's so hard for me to hit that jump drift. I have a real problem with just going too fast through there. So it's hard for me. And like I say, sometimes there I just can't get myself right where I need to. And then, yeah. Alright. The guy's making me kind of nervous. I don't know. I was doing some good runs earlier, and then I have like a guy that got right up on me and made me kind of nervous. This is my own fault. You know what I mean? I make myself nervous. Like I say, the psycho was back at work today. Hooray! And I made it like real awkward, and I was just a real dickhead to him because I'm so tired of that dude. And he didn't really have anything to say. He kept lying through his teeth like he usually does, where he's like, telling us about how good that place that he said he was going to go to work was, and this and that. Even though he's back to work with us today, so like, yeah, I don't get it. I don't know. I've been trying to kind of just like ignore it and like wait for the problem to sort itself out, because he's like, oh yeah, like you know, next week or the week after, it'll be the last week. Like, we're leaving, blah blah blah. So it's like, I don't believe the dude. It's just kind of, I wish the problem would go away, but you know, yeah, it just hasn't gone away. And then I told the one like first shift guy, like, he's like, oh yeah, I knew he wasn't gonna be back. And then when he's like, he's not back, I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm starting to think about looking for a new job because this dude's back. Like, that's how I actually felt about it. I'm trying not to overdo it there, because just running into the wall there, I just feel like it's like stupid. It's just like, oh, you're down, going too fast. Like, I don't know. I'm on streets. I don't know what everyone else is on. I usually try and run on streets. At least, okay, so I used to always run on the slicks for a long time, and then I found streets, and then I'm like, oh dude, streets give me, you know, they make it way more slippy and way more fun. And then I started using streets, and I just pretty much always run streets. And now if I can, unless like I'm really slowing people down or something, then I might switch. But yeah, they just have that, feel to them, man. I don't know, that nice like slippiness. Yeah, I paid my rent. I didn't see anyone there. I went like early because again I can't sleep, but I went early, like to see if anyone was there. No one was there, and then I'm like, oh hey, there's no one there, so I guess I'll just hold on till next week. And he's like, someone will be there at 11. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll try again. I should just stay up and wait, and then take a nap before work. I don't know what's up with my apartment. My apartment's always just so insanely hot, and I think a part of it is I think my fridge, dude. I honestly think my fridge is like broken and just I don't know, just like constantly produces heat or something. Because yeah, it's just like it's the only thing in my apartment that was on, and I could feel it producing heat, and I don't know, it just get hot, uncomfortable, and sucky. I tried to get another chair. Someone didn't like my bid on the chair. I don't know why nobody wants to sell me a nice, decent office chair. I'm not sure why, but yeah, it's not gone well for me trying to get a nice, decent office chair. So I also haven't gotten the cam. I don't know. Oh yeah, there were two things that popped up last night on Marketplace. One of them was some guy was going to Europe, and he was getting rid of his Secret Labs chair for $15 as long as they could come and get it by in the morning. Someone beat me. The post closed almost immediately. Someone beat me to the post, obviously. So I didn't get that. There was another one that was like some guy in Brunswick. His kid got bad grades in school, and he was like naming him and shaming him. And he was selling his '06 Suzuki, like I forget what it was, like 85, and he had it bored over, and it had a lot of stuff done to it. And he was selling it for $300. Like, come on, man. Yeah, you wanted to get behind them. Good for you. You could have just went all the way around. Yeah. But he was getting ready for $300. It's like a $1,500 dirt bike or something. But I wasn't gonna like go and get it because I don't think he'd be real cool with me like trying to put it in the front seat of my car. Trying to fit a dirt bike in the front seat of my car. It's a full-size dirt bike too. I wouldn't mind having like an extra vehicle living out here in the middle of nowhere, so I can actually, you know, if something was to happen or whatever. If I really thought no one was gonna steal my bike, if I really thought no one was gonna steal it, I'd probably just get a Suron, because then I could just ride the horse trails or the bike trails out here because it's legal. So I'd probably just do that. But you know, a Suron only weighs like 120, 150 pounds. Like I'm pretty sure someone's gonna take off with it. So. Probably not gonna happen. Like a little bee hop. Yeah. But I just didn't want to do this in first person because it just makes me uncomfortable. I don't feel comfortable enough to like actually do it in first person. But it's a super fun track. Like any track where I kind of have to like really focus up or think or maybe tune for the track specifically is interesting. Like it's, you know, it's different versus just like if every track, like I like ADC and everything, but if every track like all the turns were like ADC, you really wouldn't have to tune for anything. Like, you're just like, all right, well, just tune for that. Yeah, I'm kind of like pussyfooting around about it a little bit, but I also don't want to murk people off my bumper. At least if I have people following me, I don't really want to lead them into like a terrible line. Apparently we have to work this weekend. We're gonna have to work on Saturday, which is okay, but they were talking about it wouldn't be time and a half, and I'm like, what do you mean? I'm not sure, but that was just like hearsay. It wasn't like a supervisor who told me that. Yeah. Ooh, see, that one was kind of nice. It's just I gotta be real careful about the entry because it's like I forgot I needed to go down a gear after I was congratulating myself on doing a good job. Sorry, brother. I'm stupid. Yeah, I don't know. Work was okay. Not the most fun thing. Our one supervisor's kind of a dick, and so without even saying anything, all the Americans were working on like the same on the same line or whatever. Only all four of us or whatever. And collectively, after like an hour or 2 hours, I just went over to Jim and I'm like, hey, are you guys also going slow as shit? Because whatever his name is a dickhead. And he's like, yeah, dude, that guy. I'm like, yeah, that guy. The piece of, you know what I mean? Because before he was helping us for like an hour or so, he was helping out. Because we're short people. So he was helping us out. And then after that, he just started being an a-hole and just standing around on his phone and just like watching and scowling at people. So yeah, after that, everyone collectively on their own all decided, all right, screw you. We're all gonna go slow, collective, like individually, and yeah, it all ended up being collectively nice and slow and chill. So that's what they get for, you know what I mean? Ooh, that's too much. That's too much. There's too much spice. Okay. I'm just instantly sweating, dude. It's so hot. Like, my air conditioner, it works, but it, like, mostly only keeps the one room cool. Like, my bedroom, ice cold. Super nice. Other rooms in the house, not really. So, I don't know. At some point, maybe new air conditioner. I never really know, man. As long as I keep stacking money up, the things that I'm willing to spend money on always change and whatnot, but I also don't want to, I'm trying to make sure I'm stacking money. Like I said, I'd like to stack up to 10,000 now. I just feel like I'd feel a little bit safer or better if I had the money stacked away for, you know, just in case. I just need to stack up as much money as possible before things get bad, because I assume they will. I always think they're gonna get bad. I assumed I was gonna hit that too, so I was just gonna roll with it and do a 360 off of the guardrail. But yeah, I guess I'll end it. I don't know. I'll probably mess with that clip and stuff later, of like the actually good run. But there's some solid runs in this. It wasn't all potatoes. You know what I mean? The jump drift, honestly, like, it took me 5-6 tries just before I could get one. So even just having any level of consistency is to it is kind of nice. Yeah, like that was pretty normal for me. But hitting it straight, and with not too much speed seems to work. Yeah, I think it's it. See you tomorrow for another drifting video of random BS. I have to work this weekend, so I'm gonna check on my nice. I don't know. Like I said, I really just need to keep stacking. Fanatec hasn't reached out to me again since the email, so I'm just sitting around. Kind of sucks. This is what it is. But yeah. See you guys, everyone. Appreciate you watching. The potato. Drive up and down. Ebisu South. It's definitely, I think it's probably the most scary course. And then maybe like seconds Fruit Line.